Hello, boys and girls. It's Cooberry time. What am I supposed to do if Annika comes? Bernie asked. I have no idea. You'll think of something. JJ also had no idea how he was going to get past a giant scorpion, but he hoped something would come to him. And soon. He watched Bernie amble down the passageway toward the entrance, and then JJ turned to face the scorpion. Within a minute, he was back within the scorpion's reach. I come in peace, JJ whispered, not wanting to alarm it. The scorpion regarded him steadily. I can answer riddles, if you have one. The scorpion's tail quivered more vigorously as though it was getting ready to strike. Wait, please, I've come for the amulet. I work for Devlin the Great. At the mention of Devlin's name, the scorpion's eyes flashed, and its tail shot forward, heading toward JJ. JJ barely dodged the scorpion's tail, flattening him against the wall of the passageway. The scorpion, infuriated at having missed his target, lashed out again, missing JJ in his rash anger. Instead, the scorpion struck the wall of the passageway. The wall of the passageway crumbled from the force of the tail strike, and rocks and debris fell down all around JJ. Bernie, hearing the commotion, rushed back toward JJ and the scorpion. Bernie had his wand drawn and was casting spells with all his might, but the scorpion seemed invincible to whatever Bernie tried. The great insect did, however, soon realize Bernie was the bigger threat and turned his fury on the bear. Two enormous pincers crashed open and closed, getting closer to Bernie every second. JJ fumbled in his pockets and pulled out a handful of acorns, throwing them at the scorpion. Bernie! He screamed. Make them bigger! Like the dragon! Bernie understood. With the next handful, Bernie cast a spell at the acorns. Right before JJ's eyes, the acorns became enormous boulders that conked the scorpion on the side of the head. The enormous tail slumped, and the entire creature collapsed to the ground. JJ turned to see Bernie standing, wand outstretched, with an enormous grin plastered across his face. Nice job, JJ said. Nice job yourself. Good thinking with the acorns. Yeah, grabbed those a while ago. After you used them on the dragon, I thought they might come in handy down the road. Do you think it's dead? Nope. Looks like he's still breathing. I think we just knocked it out. We ought to have plenty of time to grab the amulet and get out of here. And run into Annika, JJ thought, but he needed to focus on one thing at a time. Okay. Why don't you stay here and keep your wand ready, just in case? JJ pulled a few more acorns from his pocket and handed them to Bernie. These might come in handy too. I'll be as quick as I can. JJ climbed gingerly over the scorpion's body, very carefully avoiding the tail. On the other side of the scorpion, an amulet was hanging plain as day on a piece of rock jutting out of the wall. I hope you're worth all this, JJ muttered as he grabbed the amulet and stuffed it into his pocket. Once he found Bernie, the two ran back the way they had come. JJ kept his hand in his pocket, making sure not to lose the amulet at any step. They quickly reached the spot below the cave where they had fallen. What now? JJ asked. There'd been so much going on that he hadn't considered how on earth they would get back up the long chute to the cave. Getting down had been so easy, if a little painful. Bernie didn't know any flying charms. Too bad trapdoors don't work in reverse, he said, poking around the walls in jest. But Bernie's jest was just the thing they needed. With a sudden whoosh, Bernie and JJ were sucked upwards. They shot all the way up the chute, propelled by whatever magic had sent them down in the first place. That's all for today. I'll see you next time.